You're tuned in to Cosmidelic Down with your host,
Poetry legend, philosopher.
Mark Marcel.
All right, we are on the Cosmidelic download, and I am with my guest, Iyana Ferrall, and she is a spoken word artist, musician, writer, entrepreneur, just all the good things. And I want to thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for having me, man. I'm enjoying every moment of being here.
Yeah, it's a good thing to be waking up in the morning, ain't it?
Yes, always. Can't take nothing for granted these days.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your travels from now. This is your first time in the spoken word category, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It was
Ja-
something different for me.
Yeah, because you've been Grammy nominated or won before, right?
I won, so I've been nominated 6 times and I won twice.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. So tell me a little bit about the transition from being from those projects to this project now.
Okay, so almost all, well, not almost all of my nominations have been for other artists' projects that I've written or produced or was a part of for somebody else. So this nomination is my first well, not nomination, but consideration would be for myself. First time I kind of like put everybody else on the back burner and decided to do something for myself. With this project, because I'm mainly a Christian rapper.
Right.
Um,
Mm,
I have a single out. It's called "Pray for This," and it did pretty well. And everybody keeps asking, "When is the album coming? When is the album coming?" And I was so focused on everybody else. So as it got closer to August, the end of August, we was gonna be submitting. I kind of had like a moment with God where I felt like God was calling me to do this album, Forgiven, for my own healing, because I thought about the fact that, if I'm going through this, there's other people out there that's dealing with this. And a lot of times we don't understand how much unforgiveness we have in us. And
right.
we be mad at the world about the simplest stuff, and we be holding on to stuff since like childhood. And
Right.
so forgiving, all 10 songs are about a different way and a different reason to forgive a person. But forgiving was really, as I was working on the project, it helped me realize how much unforgiveness I had in myself,
Right.
and I was able to heal from it. But after the project went out, it was so many text messages and calls from other people, and people was like, "Hey, you helped me deal with, I
Mm,
finally talked to my mom that I haven't spoke to in 5 years," or I was holding unforgiveness with my in-laws, and bittersweet helped me deal with that situation. So many different crazy text messages where I was just like, wow, like this really is helping people. So maybe I did hear from God and this was needed. So um just out here being a vessel of God, and putting positivity in the world, because there's so much negative things out there, so much tension in the world itself right now, and just wanted to put something good into the world.
yeah, yeah. Well, I definitely think you're doing that. Because we are all going through it. And there's not one person that's not going through it. People try to act like they ain't going through it. And I feel artists are mirrors to people's subconscious. So you're letting people know that you're not alone, and that's
Right.
sometimes what people need, for real. So that's very powerful, to let people know and to forgive yourself. That's the
Yeah.
person you need to forgive first, and you already are already on that tip. How um how long you been a Grammy Grammy member voter?
So I was just voted in finally last year
Okay.
in the class. Okay, because a lot of times, like, it's about who you know. A lot of people don't know that you have to, it's a whole process. Because I was one of the people that thought, oh, I was nominated for a Grammy, I'm already in.
Right.
But then some of friends, start getting around some of my friends that's in the crowd, and they know like the process, and it was like, no, you have to apply, you have to get recommendations, and then they invite you in, like, and it doesn't matter how many nominations you got. Like an actual group of people have to say, "Oh yeah, she fits," and we're gonna let
Right.
them in.
Yeah. 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 Because I was actually surprised when some people have told me that they got turned down. I was like, really? Like it was just
Yeah.
I was like, well, what's the credentials and process and like, because a lot of people come to me, oh man, I want to be a Grammy member voter. Oh, that's so great. And I'm like, really? Like, so it makes me more appreciative of it when I see that they just ain't like accepting everybody.
That's right. They're not just letting anybody in, and you got to come correct. It's all about your application and how you answer the questions too. They look at
Mhm.
all of that. If you're just giving them one word sentences, you're not really taking your time to really spill your heart out and showing the passion that you have for music in your application.
Right.
You're not gonna fit with the group because everybody that's in the recording academy is very passionate and serious about it. And you got all these different things like we just did advocacy day, and everybody is excited for advocacy day
Right.
every year because it's a
Right.
chance for everybody to get their hands on something, and get in these meetings with these political people
Yeah.
and make a point of, hey, we need the NEA, we need money for that, and hey, the No Fakes Act, support it. It doesn't affect just us, but it affect you guys in politics because
Right.
they can fake you guys' voice and put it out there, and you get hit back for it. And it's something you didn't even say or give consent to. So it's like it's a big deal. Everybody's impacted with these different things.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm loving the more like this is my first year being a voting member, and the more I learn about it, the more appreciative I'm like, wow, like I'm really glad I did this, because I see it. I tell people it's like a frat or a sorority without the hazing, you
Yeah.
know. Once you get, because like they're all like, they're all kumbaya, let's get this together. Oh, like they work together. I do love that about it. For real. What a
Everybody's so nice and welcoming for sure. Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's actually seeing how nice and welcoming they are. It makes me be more than what I thought I was doing. I'm like, let me
hmm
match that and even give more. Like this. Like I didn't think about doing a podcast with other poets and stuff in the category, but seeing
hmm
how the kumbaya, the camaraderie, I'm like, man, let me give back what I know that I could get. You
I
know what I'm
love
saying?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What are some of your what are some of your surprises or good positive things about the academy that you've been enjoying with it?
Um, just the way like they meet for anything. They throw parties, they gatherings, the togetherness that the academy has, the ability to vote, to be a part of the decision making because for so long, as a songwriter, I always heard, "Oh, the Grammys rigged, the Grammys rigged, the Grammys
Right.
rigged," and now being in the process and understanding how it works and stuff and knowing more information, and when people say stuff like that you can say, well, it's just based off of people's opinions. At the end of the day, it's opinions,
It is.
and everybody isn't going to have the same opinion. There's a lot of categories where you feel like somebody else should have won but this person won. At the end of the day, when you're in the voting process, you understand that this
Right.
person got the most votes. So this person is either more popular or did more in their marketing or they just had the better song. It's a
Exactly.
lot of different aspects that comes
Yeah.
into consideration.
I totally agree. I've seen that. I've seen like it's not always the best art that art is subjective. So
Mhm,
whatever you feel is the best, I could feel it's the same or different. So that's subjective. But I see a lot of times it is the networking, the popularity, but it's like
mhm,
the networking is it will get you through more than anything. I would say is the most important, but people don't understand that when they on the outside looking in, they're like it's rigged. But on the inside, you're like, nah, it's a grind. You understand the parallels, you understand okay, your art is this good, okay, but you know they have this name, and but you can network, and how well you
Yes.
want to network. Yeah, yeah,
That network always goes further than you think it could, it's all about like reaching out to these people in your category. Like you reached out to me and I was like, hey, I see we in the same category, like you have my support off rip. We're in the same category. There's no reason we shouldn't support each other,
right,
because
exactly.
at the end of the day, somebody has to be voted.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
can't vote for yourself. So
yeah,
why
yeah.
not vote for somebody else?
Yeah, 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 exactly, 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 exactly. So tell us where you see this album going, and just get a little bit personal with the album as we close out, where you see this going, and where can they find it?
Okay, so on the album Forgiven, Bad Casualty is everywhere. You can get it on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube. Anywhere you go, these are to stream your music. You can get this project, spoken word project, 10 songs, all about forgiving. So far the album has blessed me tremendously and has done more than I ever fathomed it could do. It hit number 5 on the iTunes chart, like
Wow.
literally in the first 7 days. Um, got a Billboard plaque
Wow.
loading, number 63 on the 200 album. So we're doing something with it, and like I said, it was God ordained. So when God put his time and his blessings on something, is really nothing no man or anything can do to stop it. So you know
Yeah.
forgiving is going as far as God wanted to go, God willing.
Yeah. Tell the people where they can find you.
They can find me on Instagram. My Instagram, also I guess it's X now, on Twitter, Facebook, any social media at I am casualty. That's IAMKASUALTEE. That's where you can find me. Follow me, reach out to me. I'm also a mentor on a platform called Mentee, where you could pay me. And we don't charge too much. We don't bust people's heads, but you could pay me for an hour of my time to ask questions. I do music reviews, career advice, or if you want to hire me to write a song for you, a hook for you, give you concepts, it doesn't matter. Anything you could think of music wise, you can go on that platform. And not only me, there's so many other producers and songwriters and sync managers, people up there, anything you could think of, they're up there, and they're the top of the line people in the industry, where you could just basically pay them a little bit of money and get their services.
Yeah. Well, Iyana Ferrall, it is a pleasure having you. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope to see you in February and give you a big hug and congratulations at the same time. So, I wish you, like I said, I wish you nothing but the best. You're a beautiful spirit, and I thank you for joining me on the Cosmidelic Download.
Likewise, thank you so much for having me, and we will see each other in February.
I love it.
That will happen.
I love it. I love it. All right. We're going to sign off.
All right.
Cosmidelic download.